The son of the late Rob and Michelle Reiner opens up for the first time since their murders last year. And breaking news in Beverly Hills, members of the Armenian American community gathering to honor the 1.5 million people killed during the Armenian genocide. They started their march at La Cienega Park and ended at the Turkish consulate on Wilshire Boulevard. Now, historians say the Armenian genocide began 111 years ago today during the Ottoman Empire, which is now modern-day Turkey. The U.S.
Hey,
and
Jackie.
more than 30 other countries recognize
I've got no
Armenians as
programming coming
genocide.
through my IFB.
Turkey denies the deaths were systematic or constitute a genocide. LA is home to the largest community of Armenians outside of Armenia itself. And now to the search for a pair of violent suspects involved in a home invasion robbery inside a Hollywood Hills home, leaving a senior citizen hurt and her community on edge. CBS LA's Jasmine Beal is live on Lookout Mountain, where residents fear this may have been an inside job. Jasmine.
We're all having problems. Nobody's hearing anything. You can't hear her, huh? Okay. I can't hear anything.
LAPD officers swarming this massive estate in the Hollywood Hills Thursday night for a violent home invasion. That's an absolute shock for this neighborhood, quite frankly. We don't normally have these problems. Police say the homeowner, who's a
I can't hear anything.
was attacked in it.
Yeah, they're working on it. Nobody can hear anything.
Just before 8 p.m.
There is a picture of, looks like two.
I don't know.
Neighbors say these security camera images
Let me listen.
show the robbers with their heads and faces covered entering the property Thursday around 7:30 p.m. Are they robbing that house? Kristen Stavola, a neighbor and executive
No.
director of the We Are Laurel Canyon Neighborhood Association, says she got the call from a neighbor who saw the men running out of the house, which belongs to a woman they identified as Margot. He went out there with a flashlight, caught them on the outside carrying items down and putting them in a car, and they were pretty brazen. They kept doing it while he was flashing a flashlight on them. They did leave some jewelry behind them. Stavola says their Laurel Canyon Fire and Flood Patrol units showed up and found
Yeah.
Margot hurt, and that's when she had explained she was held by force and assaulted. Neighbors say she had been hit on the head and choked. This situation, there were probably people who had worked on the property because they were too familiar with the property. That is a massive sprawling estate. And to know exactly where to enter, to know where her office was. LAPD says the two men drove away in a white Honda Accord. Police on patrol Friday back in the neighborhood.
I'm not gonna live in fear.
These residents leaning on their private patrol as a critical layer of protection. We have this patrol out there, and when they're
No.
looking for
Stand by.
fires, they're out making themselves known and trying to keep this from becoming a hotspot again.
Oh. I'm sorry, Desmond. We did take you.
Well, 3 people are dead after an early morning shooting in Baldwin Park.
Stand by one.
Say they heard
Is that still going, guys?
5 a.m. on Middlebury Avenue.
Yeah, let's go.
Investigators say a husband and a wife died in that shooting, as well as another man. We do not have a motive in what led up to the shots fired, but investigators tell CBS LA they are not looking for a suspect. A wrongful death trial against a socialite and a former Dodgers pitcher got started in Van Nuys today. It was opening statements in the civil trial against Rebecca Grossman and Scott Erickson. Grossman is already serving 15 years to life in prison for killing 2 young brothers, Mark and Jacob Iskander. It happened in a hit-and-run crash almost 6 years ago. Now the victim's parents are suing the defendant, seeking compensation for damages. Their attorney spoke first.
She's claiming the parents. Really? Okay, so she'll get up and you'll hear her evidence.
All right, not using it as an excuse to not do it, but I just want to make sure we know that the air traffic control audio is with the Channel 4 helicopter.
Or the children were responsible.
Yeah, I got you, Marco. It doesn't bother me. I'm fine to do it. I just want to make sure that we know that.
Jacob were struck and killed in a crosswalk in September
Okay.
2020 in West Village. The plaintiff's attorney says Grossman was drunk and racing Erickson when Grossman struck and killed the boys. Erickson was charged with reckless driving, but the charge was later dismissed. Well, we are following some developing news. A portion of Huntington Beach is closed this afternoon after sharks
Yeah, that's right, Amy. And they've had to shut down the beach. In fact, the shark was first spotted last night. That's what sparked this whole thing. What's most unfortunate about it is there's a surfing event that's supposed to be going on down there right now that unfortunately has had to be postponed or at least delayed while they sort all of this out. We'll show you the video. SkyCal was overhead as all of this was going down here. You can see the beach closed. Now you can be on the beach but not in the water. Nonetheless, though, we know that there weren't people in there at all. This is the second time in Orange County in the last couple of months they've had a shark sighting there, but this one is the first time that Huntington Beach lifeguards say that this shark was reportedly aggressive. A 10-foot shark, they are saying, was the one that was spotted here. Now, it's unclear how long has been spotted. The good news, though, is we are told, and as so long as they don't see the shark again, the closure should be lifted here in the next 26 minutes. At 4:30 is what time they're expecting to have the beach back open today. It has to be closed for a certain amount of time after a shark sighting like this. So hopefully they don't see any more and the beach can reopen and that surf competition can continue, Amy.
All right, Mike, thank you. Well, it may not actually be ideal beach weather this weekend as we're expecting more spring showers. Meteorologist Evelyn Taft breaking down a next weather alert and showing us when we could actually see that rain arrive.
She can't hear you. And we can't hear Ev, just so you know.
Thank you. The eldest son of the late Rob and Michelle Reiner is sharing his feelings about the death of his parents. Jake Reiner says life without them has been a living nightmare. He shared his thoughts in an essay posted online.
My world as I knew it had collapsed. Jake Reiner, son of the late Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, posting an essay about the day he found out both of his parents had been killed, writing, "Nothing can prepare you for what it feels like to lose both parents instantly at the same time. It's too devastating to comprehend. I still wake up every morning having to convince myself that, no, it's not a dream. This truly is my living nightmare." The Hollywood legend and his wife were killed in their home on December 14th, allegedly at the hands of Jake's brother Nick. "I was robbed of so many things that day. My parents won't be at my wedding, they won't get to hold their future grandchild, and they won't get to see me have the successful career I'm still seeking. It simultaneously breaks my heart and enrages me."
I'm sorry,
Jake wrote about his parents sharing special parts of them. "My mom was my confidant, and I was hers. We could talk to each other for hours." He went on to say, "My mom was really funny and constantly complained about how nobody in the family thought she was." He described her as the engine, the backbone, and the heart of their entire family. About his dad, "My dad is my hero. I could come talk to him about anything." He wrote, "The way my dad presented himself in the public eye was exactly the beautiful person he was at home. He was authentic, passionate, and his sense of humor has always been my sense of humor." He talked about going to Dodger games with his father. "I'll never go to Dodger Stadium again without feeling my dad's presence." He said every day since their deaths has been horrendous. "We lost more than half of our family that night in the most violent way imaginable. Sure, any loss of a parent is devastating, but nothing compares to losing both of them at the same time, and on top of that, having your brother be at the center of it." He also explains, "My goal in writing this piece is to offer some insight, not only to what I lost, but also to celebrate what my parents meant to me." He closed the essay with, "I just ask for love and compassion, the same principles my parents lived by."
And a hearing is set for Wednesday in the case against Frank Reiner. Well, the U.S. and Iran are scheduled to hold another round of talks through a mediator in Pakistan. The talks come as President Trump says he will not be rushed to make a deal. The president saying he There are different factions vying for control. Iran's parliament speaker, who was part of the last round of negotiations, is not planning to be in Pakistan this weekend. So the White House made the decision to not send Vice President J.D. Vance, who led the first round of talks from the U.S.
Vice President, I understand, is on standby and would be willing to visit Pakistan if we feel it's a necessary use of his time.
President Trump has repeatedly stated his goal: Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. The Pentagon said it will continue to enforce a blockade of Iranian ports, including
I did play back the air check, and you couldn't hear it on the air check either.
mines in the Strait of Hormuz. Well, the Los Angeles LGBT Center is hosting its first ever ride out. The 3-day cycling event got underway today. Sky Cow was over Legion Park this morning, where it all started. More than 300 cyclists are riding from LA to Riverside County, then on to San Diego, raising funds for vital LGBTQ plus programs. The event continues through the weekend with scenic rides, wellness activities, and entertainment, all ending with a finish line festival. Coming up, a soldier scandal. The U.S. Special Forces soldier involved in the capture of Venezuela's president is now under arrest after what he allegedly did before that raid. Plus, tornado terror. Multiple twisters touching down in Oklahoma, leaving a massive trail of destruction behind. The calm now before more storms ahead. So I'm going to interview, right? And then I have to get
Marco, can you hear me?
So am I going
Oh.
to interview?
Desmond's coming up over a breaker. Do you want to test him? Hey, Chopper, the booth needs to test your mic. Can you open it up and give us a 10 count? Okay. All right. Thank you. Can't hear anything. I can hear the booth, producer, director.
Yeah, okay, we're working on it.
Yeah, I can't hear her, can't hear Ev.
Yeah, it's a card issue in this frame. The problem is I can't reset it until you're off air.
Oh, good. Yeah.
A U.S. Special Forces soldier who took part in a high-profile arrest is now accused of making big money from the raid. Prosecutors allege he won the money from an online prediction platform using insider information. CBS News correspondent Nicole Stanker breaks down that scandal.
Federal investigators believe this U.S. Army Special Forces soldier involved in the capture of Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela pocketed nearly $500,000 after allegedly placing a bet on the top-secret raid hours before the president announced it.
the dictator and terrorist, Maduro, is finally gone in Venezuela.
Master Sergeant Gannon Ken Van Dyke is accused of betting more than $33,000 on Polymarket.
There's actually a lot of people up there.
Trade on the outcomes of future events.
There's a fight.
And netting winnings that
That's a hiker rescue.
$1,000. According to an indictment unsealed in the Southern District of New York, the communications specialist faces a slew of charges, including fraud and unlawful use of confidential government information for personal gain.
Well, there she is.
Trump said he would look into it.
That's like Pedro's betting on his own team.
Marco Chopper's got the hoist happening.
Government insiders are profiting off of prediction markets.
The whole world, unfortunately, has become somewhat of a casino. Every place they're doing these betting things. I was never much.
Hey, you see the chopper?
I don't like it.
Okay.
According to the
Right.
indictment, Van Dyke placed 13 Maduro and Venezuela-related bets over roughly 6 days. The soldier also allegedly
Angeles National Forest.
concealed his identity. Just 3 days after Maduro's capture, Van Dyke asked Polymarket to delete his account. Then prosecutors say he switched the email associated with his profile. And in a statement, Polymarket said that it published enhanced market integrity rules designed to combat insider trading just last month and has cooperated with the Department of Justice. Adding, quote, insider trading has no place on Polymarket. And this marks the first time the Justice Department has
Okay, copy.
prosecuted someone accused of exploiting inside information for personal gain on Polymarket. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
Well, you are looking at a rare geological phenomenon in Santa Barbara. Heat and steam are emitting from the ground on a coastal bluff off Marina Drive. This is called the Hope Ranch volcano, but it's not a true volcano. It's actually a natural
Yeah.
vent
Or
that
can you feed back this? You're in black right now. Will you feed some of this back?
The vent flares up periodically and can ignite fire, and it did that Thursday in an underground PVC drainage pipe. But
Yeah, that's fine.
firefighters were able to get it under control. Well, some scary moments as several tornadoes touched down in Oklahoma. A massive one tore
I don't believe so. Stay my one.
the city of about 50,000.
Negative. You can RTV.
Fortunately, no deaths have been reported there. Now, the powerful twister drew in everything around it, ultimately reducing some homes to what looks like a pile of matchsticks. The National Weather Service says
Copy, Norris.
brief landspout type tornadoes were spotted in Kansas. A smaller satellite tornado could be seen alongside a larger twister near a wind farm close to the Kansas state line. Altogether, there were reports of 17 tornadoes. One man talked about the loss of his son's business.
Kind of in shock right now. If intellectual property is gone, not just the equipment, but everything that created his process is now, we don't know where, up in the air.
And the area is not done with the threat of more twisters. More unstable weather is expected in Oklahoma this weekend. Well, fortunately, nothing that severe here, but some rain is expected over the weekend. Meteorologist Ellen Taft is tracking a next weather alert for tomorrow.
No. You gonna cue me? Okay. Yeah. I'm Simon Editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Still to come here at 4 o'clock. New details on a plane crash in Pacoima. Here are the moments the air traffic controller found out about the crash. That's ahead.
And this may look like a sing-along at a concert hall or a church, but it's actually at a hospital. The experience striking a chord with patients and their families.
I wonder if I can do.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to try something in this block. I can route PCR 9 to my monitor and listen that way. I'm going to see if that works. That and Ev and my Nats. No. Yeah, I can only hear you guys.
Mike, for my toss to you, can I say another pilot instead of another aircraft?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
We have an update now on a plane crash in Pacoima. That plane clipped power lines before crashing on approach to Whiteman Airport. CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. And Mike, it was another pilot that notified air traffic control of the crash?
Yeah, you know, Amy, this plane had just been cleared to land at Whiteman Airport, and we've told you how the plane clipped the power lines, was too low coming into approach, but it was a pilot who happened to be in the area that notified air traffic control that the plane had crashed.
We just see like 6 cars up there.
You want to know where the plane went down here?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it looks like a high wing Cessna 172 went down here. They just extracted the pilot. He's moving. It looks like the only occupant.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you hear it in the controller's voice there, apparently unaware that the plane had gone down, which wouldn't necessarily be too uncommon as that plane was cleared to land and so close to the runway. The air traffic controller probably assumed that they were landing and then focused their attention elsewhere. Certainly, all of it will be now part of the investigation by the FAA, the NTSB. As we mentioned, as you see from this video, them repairing those power lines, that pilot who was apparently flying in a flight for a flight school, or the plane was registered to a flight school rather, came in just too low on the approach to Whiteman, clipped those power lines as you saw, turned over and landed in the street. The pilot's still recovering from his injuries. Amy?
All right, Mike, thank you. Well, coming up at 4:30, a promising milestone. An Orange County teen badly burned in an ATV accident, taking a major step in her recovery. Plus, a path forward for women in crisis.
It's a safe haven. It's a
Yeah, I can hear now. No, yeah, you're right. I only do it this way because I know you don't always have me up. I prefer 99 because if you talk to me on 9DSK, it doesn't cut out the IFB.
A warning to Costco shoppers: some socks are being recalled because people have been badly burned. More than 200,000 pairs of heated socks are being recalled. There's been more than a dozen reports of first and second degree burns. The socks pose a burn risk when subjected to a combination of heat, friction, moisture, and pressure during high intensity activities. Well, inner cities are being transformed one balcony at a time thanks to something called sky gardening. It encourages residents in urban areas to grow plants and flowers on balconies and even windowsills. This week, the UK Sky Gardening Challenge launched to bring nature back to urban spaces.
What we really want to do is get people engaged with nature, to understand that they can make a difference, actually, even if it's just a plant pot on their balcony. That creates a little pit stop for the bees, for the butterflies. It just starts to get people to think about nature, what we're making out.
The National Trust is behind the Sky Garden Challenge. It's also holding a competition to find the best sky gardener in the country. Well, the White House is abuzz after First Lady Melania Trump announced that more bees have taken up residence there. Mrs. Trump revealed a White House-inspired beehive handcrafted by a Virginia artisan. Now, it's home to 2 new bee colonies. They double the existing 2 colonies established during the Obama administration. First Lady's office says with the new bees, they estimate 230 to 255 pounds of honey will be produced every year. The honey has been used in the White House kitchen for 2 decades, and it's also given as official gifts. A dramatic race against time when a home catches fire. What was found hiding in the backyard that had homeowners breathing a sigh of relief? And welcome to the world, people watching over a water tower in Central California. Life become hot, repaid with a hopeful reward. Sorry, I messed with the T's. I didn't get it. So. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't even sure if they couldn't hear her or we just couldn't hear her. It's a place offering hope, healing, and it's absolutely Bobby Brown treasures the memories of his late daughter, Bobby Christina,
This was Father's Day of 2015.
wearing a picture of the two of them close to his heart.
She was a light that beamed really bright. She's bubbly, always laughing, always singing.
Wait, Des, you still don't have IFB?
She had a beautiful voice. She had a mother's voice in my legs, I used to always say. So she could dance.
Okay, copy. What are we usually on? We're on 6 usually, right?
She was just the light of the party.
22-year-old Bobby Christina Brown died back in 2015. The daughter of the late Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown was found submerged in a bathtub.
Domestic violence is
Hey, Jackie.
and
So Desmond got IFB back, but he can only hear 5, not 6.
go about getting help through their situation. And we just felt
Okay, copy. Yeah, for us up there, we usually only listen to 6, but
in the name
yeah.
of my daughter.
But he's got 5 up now.
She was killed through domestic violence. And we just thought it just would be something to give back and to remember her and keep her name alive in our hearts.
Des, I told the booth that you can only hear 5, so they should be talking to you there.
Gordon was not criminally charged in her death, but found liable in a civil wrongful death lawsuit. A year after her death, Brown started the Bobby Christina Serenity House.
The Bobby Christina Serenity House is a place for domestic violence survivors and people who are going through domestic violence. It's a safe haven. It's a place where we speak for the voiceless. We try to help out as many people as we can. We house and take care of families and women that are in domestic environments. And we try to help out as much as possible.
Funding for the nonprofit comes from fundraisers like the annual golf tournament and the Celebration of Serenity Gala, the 5th annual event taking place this Sunday.
It's just a fun time. It's just a lot of fun, and it's for a good cause. It's just something that we love to do every year.
And tickets to the Celebration of Serenity Gala are still available. We have a link to their website on our website, cbsla.com. All right, now to a couple of dramatic fire rescues. The first in Colorado, where a deputy's body cam captured the moments he went into a burning home.
How's that thing going on? Anybody in the house?
Well, this happened in Centennial, Colorado. A deputy kicked the door in to see if anyone was trapped inside the burning house. Deputy then headed outside to find the family dog, which was under a trampoline. No one was hurt, but sadly the fire did destroy 2 homes. In San Bernardino, firefighters make a daring rescue when a person gets trapped inside a burning duplex in Montana. Firefighters found the victim inside the unit behind a closed bathroom door. They quickly got that person out and took them to the hospital. No one else was hurt. The fire was contained to 1 unit. Cause is still under investigation. And the 2 newest eaglets in Big Bear are almost 3 weeks old. Here's a look at them getting fed breakfast this morning. Here's a live
He's on the air.
Yeah, Amy, here we are. This is going to be on the 103, the Terminal Island Freeway. That is the freeway that goes towards the port. It's at the Pacific Coast Highway entrance here. That is where this flipped over. We were told that it was a tanker truck. It clearly is not. It looks like just a cargo truck. But the truck itself was leaking some fuel. You can see pretty nasty as they overturned here. Fortunately, the driver was okay. They were able to get out of their own volition here. No reports of any other injuries. Might have just taken a turn a little bit too quickly or something here. So it looks like they already have some floor wall down on the roadway to prevent that from getting in any storm drains. But this ramp here, Pacific Coast Highway at the Terminal Island Freeway, will be blocked for some time. Live at Sky Caliber Head, I'm Desmond Shaw. Looking back to the studio.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Well, it's hard to enjoy being at the hospital, but a group is trying to make the experience a little more pleasant using power of music. This piano is set up in the atrium of New York City Health and Hospitals Queens, where patients wait to see their doctor, and its placement is very strategic.
What happens at the hospital, people are very stressed. The staff is stressed, the patients are stressed, the family members are stressed. People slow down. They pause. They smile. They've actually told me, thank you for changing the course of my day. You've made such a difference.
Well, the pianos come from Sing for Hope, a nonprofit providing music to communities. So far, Sing for Hope has placed more than 750 pianos in hospitals, parks, and nursing homes. And if you are heading out this weekend, oh yeah, you may want to have an umbrella handy. Meteorologist Evelyn Taft has the next weather alert for us, Ev.
It's fixed.
Yes. Okay. Who thought if the IFBs were fixed, then Evelyn could just toss back the sign language or something.
It was weird.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
That picture is not inviting to me. No.
It looks like the 101.
Showcase in LA, that's great, yeah. Just like that little thing over there.
Yeah. Yeah. The dry riverbed.
All right, I got it. Thank you so much, Ev. New at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5, a security overhaul in Redlands after a loaded gun was found on campus last month. The new one-way plan to help protect students. Plus, a trash fire at a problematic property. A legal battle brewing over a junk-filled lot in Shadow Hills. Those stories and a lot more news at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5. Now I send it over to my friend, Amy. All right, thanks so much, Pat. Still ahead here at 4. Another hopeful step in rebuilding Silicon.
A school that was open for nearly half a century here in Altadena was taken away by the Eden fire. Just ahead, we're sharing a story now, not of loss, but converted.
Chair may smell pretty before you use it. Because your wheels